fantastic start to the year, and long may it continue. The interesting thing from a viewing perspective is it feels like it's all fresh people to the market. But the viewing activity was unbelievable. So we had our busiest weekend of viewings the weekend before Christmas. Every single variable of number that we saw in our back end said something has changed. I think it wouldn't be too far a stretch to say that literally the day after.
That wasn't a stretch, because it was literally the day after.
It felt like someone had lit the paper. It's just about putting the right people in place to make sure that we nailed that part of the journey, and that was always the most important part for me, but I wanted to figure it out as to what does that actually mean and look like. From a marketing perspective, I kind of want to make sure that the all-round experience of interacting with our agency is a real positive one from start to finish, as we've quoted all the way through. The industry is crying out for more agents to market homes better. What we've produced is better than I expected going in. And the market feels like it's definitely turned, but going into overdrive in regard to activity. So hopefully a really bright 2020 ahead. Well, this one will be going out as our first birthday podcast. We made it. Oh, well, technically it's not our birthday yet.
Huh? Yeah, but it'll go out on our birthday, okay? You don't want to ruin the illusion. Oh, people think this is live.
Oh.
As if this would be live.
Oh, sorry.
There we go. That's about as much fun until next year.
From our perspective, I'm really lucky, but we've had nothing but support from people who have liked posts, shared posts, commented posts, and actually they do mean a lot. Actually, they do really help. It's far better than I ever expected that it would be, from a satisfaction, reward, and what we're producing. It's far exceeded my expectations in terms of what we're actually doing. There was no transition period from me leaving Rightmove to kind of setting it up. So I wish in hindsight I had given myself a bit more of a runway. I definitely wish I had started with a couple of properties.
A lot of people out there, and I found it surprising, how many people don't know why it's called Lennon James. Why you named it Lennon James.
What, people have said that to you?
Yeah, well, that, and they think that you're Lennon. Don't know if this is this isn't really a podcast, but me and John thought that we should sit down and talk about what's going on at the moment with everybody, which is this coronavirus situation. So we're mid-March at the moment.
13th.
And as of right now, we're not on lockdown. No one's been told they have to isolate themselves in any sort of mass way. It's only if you've got symptoms. Sporting events have been cancelled. So I think that we're both in agreement that it's going to happen at some point.
Savvy home hunters will be out in the marketplace, and we just need to be able to do our bit to make sure that if someone is interested in viewing on one of our properties, but potentially they don't feel comfortable with doing so, that's absolutely fine. We need to be able to find a workaround.
We have been anticipating for a little while quite a big boom. And I can have my Mac and my hard drives and at home, or whether it's at home or in the studio. I don't see the reason why we can't still continue to business to operate. And so this isn't this shouldn't be a discussion about how we stop. It's about how you should adapt.
So yeah, I guess it looks like tough times ahead for everyone.
Our approach to it, where we're at with it, and all manners of things, because on a daily basis there are changes happening, So from new things being announced by the Chancellor to stuff with the schools, and on a daily basis there's new developments.
But people are kind of at home, and self-isolating, I expect that actual traffic will probably go up on property portals and ways for people where they view their properties. I'm really happy that we've been able to kind of proactively and quickly do something that means that we're going to be able to service people even if we're working remotely. So, again, it represents good opportunities for people, great opportunities for first-time buyers.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see what happens during this whole process.
Of course, it's true. We will all get through this, and we might get through it, and the world looks slightly different to what it looks now, but we will all get through it, and hopefully everyone can come out of it better, or not better, but
Yeah.
in a position where people can just move on with their lives in a positive way.